Hello and welcome to a new episode of Moving Forward with My Life, because right now it sucks. And unfortunately, it's really just up to me to make a change. So I'm trying to make it move forward. So this week I have two goals. Number one, to keep up with the studying. Last week, my goal or my aim was 15 hours of studying for the week, and I only got up to 11, which honestly I'm not mad about. Like, that's still pretty good considering I was up to like 1.5 before. But this week I really want to reach those damn 15 hours. So that is once again the same goal, but this time I'm really hoping I succeed. Okay. Goal number two is to start working on what I'm calling my little independence project. So I can't say anything specific yet, simply because I haven't actually taken the time to sit down and figure out what that entails. I did talk a little bit about it at the end of last week's episode because I was talking about it in therapy last week. Essentially, studying is a very important goal for me because it would lead me to my degree, which would lead me to the career I want. But there are other little things that I really should do at some point or learn about at some point in order to actually feel like an independent adult. Because technically, I am not independent at all right now. I rely financially on my parents, and that's not something I want to keep doing forever because that's simply not fair to them and just not fulfilling for me. So I need to figure out what are the things that I can do to make me feel like a grown-up, really, because I turned to 26 yesterday, and I don't really feel like much of an adult, okay? Like, I feel like an overgrown teenager that still relies on mommy and daddy for everything, and that's just not great for my self-esteem and everything, so something I need to work on. But yeah, I guess that's it for the intro. Let's start into the week. Did that make sense grammatically? Let's get into the week. Let's get into the episode. Oh, whatever, you get it. It is Monday. I can't say good morning because it's already 1:30 p.m. But yeah, pretty late start to the day because I woke up feeling very lazy and tired because I went to bed pretty late last night. And then I had to wash my hair, which takes a while and I'm really slow about. Anyways, I am now dressed and fed and ready to start studying. So I'm going to start with my little half-hour intro. Then, let's be honest, I'll probably have lunch because I had a really tiny breakfast and I'm already feeling a little bit hungry. And then I'll just keep studying until I have to leave for work, which today is at 4:30, so I need to leave at 4. Don't think I'll get the 3 hours done before then. Literally can't. I have less than 3 hours. Anyways, but when I come back from work, I will try my best to finish because I have no other plans for today. So let's get started. All right, I finished lunch. I have my little tea ready. I did my half hour before that, and now I'm ready to do 1 hour of studying before I need to go to work. So let's get started. So I am now back home. I ended up going to my parents right after work to pick up my box of rocks that I need to do my assignment on for the chapter that I'm working on. And the previous chapter I couldn't do the assignment because I didn't have the damn rocks and it was at my parents. Anyways, now I'm back having a little snack, and once I'm done with this, I'm gonna do the 2 more hours. Because yeah, I mean, I have nothing else going on this evening anyways, because working out, it's still not in the priority list. I will get back to it eventually, but now is not the time. So let me just eat that and study. Yay. I present to you my box of rocks. Let me show you. Here is my beautiful box of rocks. It's actually not mine. I do need to give it back when I'm done with the class, but look, we have some cool rocks. It's like kind of metal-y, sparkly with little parts of whatever else in there. This one is cool because it's blue. Haha. Wait, there's one I remember. Where is it? This one. Look at this. That's pretty cool. And I am done. I did 3 hours today. I'm really proud of myself. This is a good start to the week. Yay! But now I'm gonna go ahead and have a dinner, and then I'm gonna hop in the shower, get ready for bed, and just watch some Shrek. Happy Tuesday. It's almost 12 p.m. already. I've been up for 2 hours. I got dressed in my makeup, had breakfast. I'm very slow in the morning, huh? Because how does all of that take 2 hours? I mean, there were like 20 minutes where I was laying on the floor cuddling with Peppa, but still. Anyways, I guess I'm ready to finally start studying. All right, I just had my little lunch break and now I'm gonna get back to studying. I only have 2 more hours until I reach my 3-hour goal, and it's not even 3 p.m. So like I'm gonna be done by 5 if I do this correctly, which is ridiculous to say out loud. Like, how does it take you till 5 p.m. to do 3 hours of studying? But whatever, that's still pretty better than usually what I do. Progress. And I am done with my 3 hours for the day. And it's not even 5:30 yet. This is weird. This is different, but this is good. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sure what to do with myself now. I'm thinking I should definitely work out tonight because I have the time, but that's not gonna happen anytime soon. Like, that's not before 7 p.m. usually. I feel like I should be working on that independent list thing. Either way, I'm gonna take a little break now and eat a little something, and we'll see what happens. Yes, my mirror is very streaky, but I am dressed and ready to go on a run. Just missing the shoes right there. Oh my god, I finished my run and I feel like a boss ass bitch. I mean, my legs are killing me, but I feel amazing, powerful. All right, it is past 10 p.m. already. I obviously showered, I'm in my PJs, I even did my skincare. But damn, today was a really good day. That run, wow, I'm so proud of myself and so happily surprised with my mind and body, because I have not worked out in over 2 weeks and my body does not retain working out progress very well. That didn't make much sense, but basically if I don't work out for a little bit, my body forgets what it feels like and then freaks out when I start working out again. So I didn't think today was gonna go too great, but it went awesome. So yeah, today all in all, pretty good day. Ooh, also, let me talk about what I ended up doing after the 3 hours of studying. So I mentioned it in a previous episode, but I'm trying to make lists of things that I want to work on for my life to move forward and go on. And I have different categories. So I already made the list for the whole career and future, which is why I'm prioritizing studying. Like, that's the goal number 1 or step number 1 of that. And I have the lists on my iPad. Blue is career and future. And then I went ahead and did the little teal green one. And this one I called independence and responsibility. So that's the whole thing I was talking about, how trying to gain independence and such. And there's a bunch of things in here, but for one, for example, fixing my health insurance. I have a little situation with my health insurance and social security, which needs to be fixed because that's something you need, especially if I want to get a job, which I do. I need that. So that's actually number 1 in this whole priority list. But also getting, for example, a driver's license. Now, I don't actually need one because thankfully I live in a city with very good public transportation, and also realistically, even if I had one, I don't got money for a car, gas, and whatever comes with it. But I do feel like knowing how to drive is a skill that is best to know as an adult, like in case there's an emergency, or even if you're traveling and you need to rent a car or whatever. Like, I feel like it's good to know how to do that. It is very low on my list, like it's not a priority at all, but something I would like to get eventually, right? So to give you an example, what's on that list. And then I also went ahead and put it on my wall because I'm a visual person, so I need a visual reminder of what I need to keep in mind. So I used Post-its and now I have it on my wall. So the blue is school and career, or what is it? Career and future. And then that little teal, I don't know what else to call it, mint, whatever. That one is for the list of priorities. And up there I have social security and health insurance, which are the things that I really need to get on. And then my dad's been kind of hounding me about, because he's like, you actually do need that. And I'm like, I believe you, but I don't want to do it, but I need to get it done. So I guess that's my second priority for the week, and the week coming up if I don't get it done this week. But anyways, I'm gonna shut up now, have dinner, and hopefully go to bed early and have a good day tomorrow as well. But damn, this was the best day of the year so far, which is not really hard to do considering it's literally January 20th, but still happy about it. All right, today is Wednesday. God damn it, my morning hair is always so hideous. Let me just, there we go, you can't see it now. Anyways, today is a very late start, or that did not make sense grammatically. Very late start today. because Wednesday is technically a day off for me. So people usually do Saturday, Sunday day off. I say Wednesday, Sunday. I need a break midweek, okay? 2 days in a row, that sounds great, but then it's even harder to get back to like Monday. So no, Wednesday's my day off. Usually I work today at 2 p.m. and then I do laundry at my parents', but I do not work today, so I have zero plans but laundry. And I really need to clean up my room here. I say my room, my little studio apartment, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I have a kitchen, bathroom, and bedroom all in one, okay? And I needs to clean it because I just realized I clean when I procrastinate. And since I have not been procrastinating, I have not been cleaning. So I need to be doing that today. But we're not pressed about it, kind of just going with the emotions, slow, you know? So yeah, I did just have a big bowl of yogurt granola breakfast type thing. Basically a brunch at this point, you know. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna take my time getting ready for the day. But yeah, we'll see where the day takes me. Just chillaxing today. It is now Thursday and I cannot say good morning because it's past 1 p.m. So I'm already feeling a bit annoyed because it feels like such a late start to the day, even though it wasn't a late start. Like I woke up at 10 a.m., which has been my assigned waking up time for the week. I'm slowly working on waking up earlier, but it needs to be like gradual. So last week was 10:30, this week is 10, next week will be 9:30. You get the gist. So I did wake up at the right time, but then I was just kind of lazy, so I kind of did nothing for almost the first hour, and then I hopped in the shower, washed my hair because Thursday morning is wash day or wash morning, whatever. Then I got dressed, I had my breakfast, I did my makeup, so like I did stuff, but it's already 1 p.m. and I haven't started studying, and that bugs me. But I'm gonna start now with my little half-hour intro, and then for the rest of the day I really don't have any plans, so I'll study those 3 hours. There's no reason they can't get done because I got no other plans. And then later tonight I do have to go to my parents to pick up the laundry that I left there drying yesterday, and then I have therapy at 8. So I do have to be mindful on whether or not I'm going to do therapy here at my parents'. Either way it works, but I just need to remember so I can actually take my iPad with me if I end up doing it at my parents'. But yeah, I have nothing else going on, so there's no reason that I can't be successful today in doing my damn 3 hours. So let's get started. All right, little update. First of all, I did 2 hours of studying in a row without breaks. The only reason I didn't take a break is because I was way too focused on this one homework question that I couldn't figure out. Like it was a bunch of math thingy and it just didn't make sense because I was comparing my answer to the answer I was expected to have, and it just, oof. So I was really focused and I was just like, nah, I'm not getting up from here until I get it. And I got it, so yay. But then I decided to take a break after the 2 hours because that's a lot. I washed some dishes and I went ahead and I did a grown-up thing. I did a reclamation, I guess. I don't know what the proper title is, but basically I'm not happy with what happened with one of the purchases I made online. I bought some hay for Peppa online on a website that I use a lot, that I've used a lot for a few years, and I've never had any issues with it. And so when you choose delivery, you can choose whether you want to deliver at home for an extra fee or they get it delivered to a nearby like shop and you can go pick it up at your own time. And I picked a shop that was only 300 meters away. That's like less than a 5-minute walk. And I get an email saying that it's been delivered to another shop, and that shop is over 3 kilometers away. So that's a 45 to 50-minute walk one way. Obviously, I can't do that with like 4 bags of hay. Like I can't be walking back and forth like that. And so if I want to take public transportation, first of all, it's not a direct line from where I live, which is like annoying. It takes a long time, 20 minutes one way. And I have to pay the damn subway tickets, and that's over $5. And I was like, fuck no. I chose my delivery for a reason, and now you're gonna have to, like, I'm gonna have to pay extra money and take a lot of time out of my day to go pick up an order because you messed up on the delivery. So I was like, hell no. So I went ahead and I went on the website and I complained. Like I did a complaint thingy and I was just like, yeah. I felt like a big ass grown up because I was using grown up words and sentences, and I was like, yeah, I made an order, blah blah blah, it was delivered wrongly, so I'm asking for you to re-deliver it properly at the store or at my house without any extra charge, and if not, I want a refund because I will not be cool. Like I will not go and pick up that order. Obviously I was very nice because I understand that, you know, it might have been an error, but ain't no way. I'm not gonna, no, you fix the situation. You messed up, you fix it. And I feel like such a bad bitch grown up. Like, mm-hmm. Wow. Well, now I will go ahead and do my 3rd hour. And then I don't know, I might just head out to my parents for my laundry. Because if I do, then I will make it back on time to do my therapy here. So we'll see. We'll see. Let's just focus on doing my 3rd hour. Okay. Well, I did end up going to my parents to pick up my laundry. And then I had therapy while at my parents', and I cried every single tear I had in my body. And I kept crying afterwards as well on my way home. And I kept crying once I got here. So, not a great evening. Yeah, it's been a few hours and I'm still here trying to process. It was not a fun therapy session, but it was quite, I want to say, eye-opening. I ended up like facing some emotions that I did not even know I was dealing with, which is obviously very upsetting. There's a lot to process here, and it's just a bit overwhelming and quite upsetting. If I hadn't dried out, I would still be crying right now. But I got no tears left to cry. We'll see how tomorrow goes and the day after that. It is now Friday, the next day, and I still don't feel too great. I don't feel like going into details about everything that we talked about in therapy, because obviously that's like private, and also I'm not really sure how to phrase it anyways, but yeah, I'm still trying to process that. I don't feel great. I don't know that I'll keep crying today because there was so much crying yesterday. I think I'm cried out for the month. Still feel like doing nothing. I honestly do still feel like crying a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Like 5 minutes ago, I was washing my dishes and I started tearing up, and then I was like, really? Do I really? I don't know. So yeah, that's how I'm feeling. Part of me wants to be productive today and still like get my 3 hours of studying, but the other part of me, it wants to be kind to myself and, you know, take the time to process everything. We'll see. So it is now 1:30 a.m. I've done absolutely nothing of my day. I've just been like bed rotting, literally spent hours on my bed watching movies and everything, but I feel much better. That's really what I needed. I'm not going to pretend and say that I was able to process and accept everything that came out during that therapy session, because honestly, I haven't been thinking that much about this whole thing. It was just more like resting and like recharging my own like brain mental energy, if that makes sense. And I think I accomplished that. There was a part throughout the day where I got pretty frustrated because I was just like, oh my god, like I'm doing nothing, I'm bored, I'm frustrated, I'm still in a bad mood, and just like ugh. But then it went away, so we're good. And now I'm gonna get ready for bed, and I'm still planning on waking up at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Since I haven't done much today, I feel like I shouldn't be too tired, you know? Anyways, all that to say that I'm hoping tomorrow will be a regular productive day and that we're back on normal stuff. At least that's the hope. Well, it's already 11:15. I've been out of my bed for over an hour. Okay, I got out of my bed at 10 and I'm yet still in my PJs and I have done absolutely nothing. And it's already starting to piss me off because why? Why am I starting on such a bad note? The only thing I can think of is that I did go to bed past 3 a.m. So maybe I'm a bit tired. But so what? Just because I'm a bit tired, I shouldn't be wasting the whole goddamn day away. So I set up my phone right here so I can keep myself accountable. It's now almost been an hour. I showered, got dressed, did my skincare, also did my hair somewhat. I washed some dishes, cleaned up a bunch of crap I had all over the kitchen table counter. Also cleaned up a pile of whatever shit that was on my chair, a little bit around my desk. I heated up my little carrot cake and I made myself some black tea. So not bad. Not bad at all. But now I'm just gonna eat this, and then I still think I'm gonna do a little makeup because why not? And then get started with my day, aka studying. Yay, yay, yay. It is now past 1 p.m. I took my sweetest time to do barely any makeup. Bro, I'm feeling so tired and unmotivated. What happened? What happened? I guess reality really hit me that, like, oh, you're gonna be studying today. Ugh. But you know what? This is the degree that I want for the career that I want. It's just so frustrating that the progress is so slow and so tiny that it's discouraging, really. But alas, the only thing we can do is keep moving and keep trying. And this is my last bite of lunch. Very satisfied. Ooh, that's rude. Don't talk with your mouth full of food. I make my own rules, bitch. Look who came to the beauty salon. Who's getting her hair brushed today? All right, I washed some dishes, I scooped some poop, I took the trash out, and I continued working on my bullet journal setup for next week. And now I'm ready to do my third and last hour of studying for the day. And my third hour is officially done. I succeeded in my goal for today, which is awesome. My mom called earlier saying that she wanted to drop by to see what the room looks like because she hasn't come and seen it since I've moved in. But she didn't specify what time she would be coming, so we shall see. But now what I really need to do is vacuum because it's been a while. So I should probably try to get that done before my mom comes. All right, so my parents just left and they had brought me some snacks. So we have a croissant and then we have a pain au chocolat. I'm not sure which one I want to eat right now. I'm kind of thinking chocolate. And yeah, they only stayed for half an hour to look around, to ask me a few questions about what I needed or how I was doing with the space, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But overall, they were happy that I keep the space so clean and organized because remember, my parents are actually the owners of this room. But yeah, good thing I actually vacuumed. I finished vacuuming like right before they got there. Like I finished vacuuming and my dad called me saying, we're downstairs, we're coming up. Because my mom came in and was like, oh my God, it's so clean. I love that you're taking such good care of it. Girl, the floor was not clean before today, so good thing I did that. But yeah. This is good. It is now Sunday, and today is do whatever the fuck or do nothing type of day because it's Sunday and it's my break. Yeah, I have zero specific plans for today. I need to edit this episode, this vlog, but besides that, oh, and finish setting up my bullet journal for next week. But aside from that, nothing. I'm gonna watch some shit on my computer. I don't know, movies, shows, whatever the fuck I feel like watching. And yeah, that's the plan. Okay, so I'm feeling really tired and grumpy, but yeah, today, washed my hair, edited the video. That was also a bit frustrating because goddamn, why are they so fucking long? But also it is a whole week's worth of yapping, so like, I guess so. But I don't feel like finishing all of it today, so I'll leave that to tomorrow, I guess, whatever. But yeah, to conclude this week's episode, I guess, I did not complete the 15 hours of studying because, you know, Thursday night happened and then Friday was completely off, but I still did the 12 hours, and on the 4 days where I actually studied, I did the full 3 hours, so I'm taking that as a big win. But I will still be trying next week to complete those damn 15 hours. And then my second goal for this week was supposedly working on my like independence thing, and that didn't so much happen, but I did spend time like writing it down and setting it up, so I feel like that's half a win. But I was also supposed to get started on it, which I didn't. So I guess that's for next week. So all in all, not the best, but also not worse than last week. And that's what matters. Progress is the goal. So I would say satisfied. But yeah, hopefully last week is better and even more productive. And I'm done. I want to go to bed. Bye, bitch.